a new show that's breaking all the rules. Started out from VA and now we on the move. From local to global, cause we got something to prove. We came from the bottom, now we at the tippy top. To hold it down for our people, cause we all we got. It's a cold, cold world, but we keeping it hot. With our future on the line, ain't no time to stop. All work over here, still we having fun. Yeah, we say it like it is, ain't no holding our tongue. Go get us on the team, yeah, we getting it done. And shout out to Travell, yo, you number one. It started with a dream that turned into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about to change, mind your business.
Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
Welcome to another episode of Wait Again Minute Podcast. Today is Thursday, August the 8th, 2000. Today not August the 8th. Why am I going back like that? Don't let me find out I done turned 45 and I forgot what the damn day was. Anyway, y'all, it's August the 11th, 2022. This is season 6, episode 204. And tonight we have the pleasure of having some of the cast from the movie Baby Momma. We want to thank you guys for coming out, checking us out, coming through the studio and see what we got going on. But before we get started, I want each of you guys to introduce yourself one at a time as to who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name is Charlie Champion. I play as teenage Rasheed.
Hi, I'm Monique Dorsey, and I am the infamous Aunt Mona.
Okay, Aunt Mona.
What's up, gang? I'm Luce. I played the older version of Rasheed.
Hold on, say that again. What's up, who?
What's up, gang?
I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Go ahead first.
I can't come behind that. I'm first, and I'm the executive producer.
Great. Again, we want to thank you guys for stopping by. First, tell us a little bit about this awesome movie that's to come.
Well, the movie is based off the book by Michelle Genovese, co-written along with me, and we came out with the book around like 2010 under Carl Weber, Kensington Publishing, and we just been trying to bring it to life for like the past couple of years, and now we just got the right chemistry, and we, it just works,
Right. So, okay, so hold on, you said since 2010?
2010, yes. The book came out 2010, 2011.
Okay.
Yeah. And the goal was, when we started doing books, the goal was to just always kind of turn our books into films.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a whole casting call out in Chicago because we was going to film it out in Chicago, and it was going to be directed with a young man by the name of Michael Ballard. He just currently did the movie for Master P, I Got the Hookup, and a couple things like that.
Okay.
And that's who was going to do it. But God just seen fit that we just, it kind of got shut down, just come over a couple things. And we put it on the shelf, and then it just came back up a couple years back, and we, found the perfect cast.
Okay. Yeah, because you know what? I don't know about the entire cast, but I can say that this group right here has good chemistry. Because just talking to them before we even started, you could tell you guys probably had fun.
Entire cast. It was directed by Ebony Pope. DP was Darnell Evans. We have Chauncey. She plays. She's not here, but she plays the young version of Michelle. She's Chauncey Black's daughter from the group Blackstreet.
Okay.
Then we have Bree. We have Jasmine, which she's a beautiful singer. Matter of fact, she's on a movie on Tubi that's doing real good.
Okay.
On Maverick. So we have a Fernanda. We have a good cast. Like it's an awesome cast. Like a lot of times we just be up in there crying, laughing again, crying. Awesome hair team, awesome makeup team. It was just a pleasure just working with. Like we didn't want to end. We didn't want to end filming.
I'm sure. So, Mr. Youngin with the small voice, with the Voice is very low. Tell us a little bit about your role, like, and what you do.
So me playing as teenage Rasheed, teenage Rasheed is like sort of like growing into a version that isn't really 100% like PG for like ideal for like parents to see. So it's weird. It's a weird process for me to go through because me being me, me and teenage Rasheed are totally like different people. Like we're opposites.
Right.
So and like just especially like learning on how to like really get into the character. I watched a show called Snowfall.
Okay.
And basically the main character Franklin, he was like a really good inspiration for me to like really sink into teenage Rasheed. So yeah, but
So, okay, how different is teenage Rasheed from you?
teenage Rasheed is very, let's just say blunt. He's not a soft guy. He's like bark and bite. Like he actually is with it.
Okay.
Compared to me, he's like, if there was like a problem, he will confront you about it.
So he's with the smoke.
Yes, basically he's with the smoke. Yes.
Okay. So, Monique, what did your character entails, and how did you get prepared? How did you prepare yourself for that role?
The best thing I could do to prepare for it was to try to learn how to have the right mannerisms. So I binged a lot of Intervention, unfortunately. I know that sounds terrible. I guess I've been blessed because I didn't have people around me that I could emulate. So I had to go somewhere and find it. And it worked. It did really well. I was able to master a lot of mannerisms, and apparently it went over well when we were in film, and I got some good feedback. So I think it'll come across.
Okay. So what is your role though? Like, I know you say you were binge watching, like,
As far as the role itself, I am these two gentlemen's Aunt Mona. My particular role here is pretty integral as far as the upbringing of Rasheed to understand why he became the gentleman that he did. Unfortunately, she does have struggles, obviously, with drugs, and it was those struggles that caused a breakdown, I guess is the best way I could word that with Rasheed. And unfortunately, it's gonna ricochet out and it's gonna bother a lot of other young ladies. And I'm sure that there are gonna be people out there that can actually find a little bit of reality and realism into the role and into the storyline.
right. You know what? Myself and Ida, which she works behind the scenes, we were talking the other day, and she said something. We were talking about women in drugs, and she was saying that most women get on drugs behind guys, behind men. Is that like a little bit of your role too?
When we open up with Aunt Mona, she's already there.
She already hopping in pocket.
So you don't really see the evolution of her becoming addicted, but you do see the evolution of the addiction itself. So what you will find is when Rasheed is much younger, she is a little more in control of herself. You can look at her physical being and see she's still in a better place than maybe when teenage Rasheed gets a hold to her.
So he was
a force.
Teenage
Rasheed was a force for Aunt Mona, and then by the time my adult Rasheed came around, poor Mona just had lost all control.
She lost everything.
He had the control at that point. Even over Aunt Mona.
Right. So Luce, tell us a little bit about your role.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here and us here. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Rasheed is a conflicted businessman / baby daddy / drug dealer. It's a lot going on in his life. And I think in playing this role, I looked at him and he's trying to balance everything. And just trying to do, I guess, what he feels is best. And as was mentioned before, his influence definitely came up as a result of the relationship
Okay.
Between him and his aunt. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, okay. One of the viewers wanted to know how'd you guys come up with the name Baby Mama?
All right. Short version. So I was good friends with a young lady, matter of fact, Portsmouth native. Her name was Kiki Swinson.
Okay.
And I did a lot of advisory work for Kiki. And so one day, I'm not gonna lie, she got a royalty check. And this is when she had like a hair salon, like she had a beauty salon store
Right.
on Newtown Road. So she going through a mail, she opening up the checks, and I was like, I said, all that money. I said, that's from books. She's like, yeah. So I was like, man, I'm gonna write a book. So she was like, what are you gonna name it? I said, I don't know, Baby Mama.
But hold on though, but that is so typical for like the Black community though.
Yeah, but see, so I read a lot of books, but I told myself what I wanted to do. I knew the name was going to reel them in, but then when they read the story, it wasn't going to be what they thought.
Oh, okay.
Like, because they was going to think, okay, this is just about a ratchet baby mother, whatever baby daddy they going through, and I was like, no, I said, really, when you get to the end of the story, you find out really Baby Mama had all the power.
Okay.
He don't have the power. Rasheed don't have the power.
But he think he does.
He think he does.
Right.
He think he does.
Okay.
But Baby Mama, played by Bree in her role as Michelle. Michelle has all the power.
Wow.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Matter of fact, to caveat on what he just said, it's the women, I would say, that have the true power.
Always, yeah, definitely. Well, that's pretty much, what it is anyway.
It's what it is.
I mean, we allow you guys to think that, because we only going to allow you to do what we want you to do. That's just, that's just facts.
Well,
and of course, you don't wait again a minute, so we're going to bring those facts.
I will not disagree with you.
But Rasheed couldn't seem to catch that idea.
Oh.
As you're going to see during the movie, from the time he was a little boy, there was a woman who was in charge, his Aunt Mona. So he didn't. From the time he's little.
Okay.
He's dealing with females that are running the show, and he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it. So he early on he was a little hot head.
Oh yeah, y'all will see.
Okay. Now, you have this movie, Baby Mom. You had the book, and then you had the movie. You turned the book into a movie.
Yes.
What made you do that? Like, what clicked to say, you know what, this is hot. Like, this got to be a movie.
Well, going a couple years back, me and Michelle, when we did Baby Mama, we always wanted to turn it into a movie. And really, we had the vision before. I'm not gonna lie, like, not to throw shade to Carl Weber with Family Business, but we put that in his head. Oh. The difference was Carl Weber's money was longer.
Okay.
To do it before us.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the time, like me and Michelle, we just had we were trying to get some business right, and so it kind of fell to the wayside. But like we that was the first thing that we wanted to do when we did Baby Mama. So yeah, and it was like, but I say this, every book can't be a movie.
Right. Okay.
So you have to just know, like, you have to be honest with yourself, like, yo, can I turn this book into a movie? Because everybody. And you're going to see, right, like the next 5-6 years, everybody and their mother that writes a book is going to want to turn it into a movie.
Yeah.
But like me and Michelle say, everybody can cook gumbo, but everybody gumbo don't taste the same.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So everybody can do a movie, and I'm not throwing no shade to anybody that has a movie out, but I would say this: all first movies, they don't taste the same.
Okay, so so you have that bend in your wrist. You got the good.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Our movies hit a little different, and then all of them are filmed in the 757. And I'm not throwing no shade to nobody in the 757, but yeah, I am. But our movies hit a little different. It just is what it is.
Now, how did you select the cast?
I met Lou at Cheddar's.
Oh my gracious.
And it's funny because when I'm out, I think some people think I'm weird because I look at everybody in a cinematic way.
Okay.
So I just be looking at you like, yo, I think they can play this role. So I was looking at him from afar, and I know he probably thought like either this guy's trying to hit on me or this dude is a weirdo.
Right.
But I was like, yo, I said, and I walked up to him. I said, yo, no disrespect.
Yeah.
I said, but yo, you got a dope look.
He does. He does.
I was like, yo, you're looking. He was with the family and all that. He was with his family. It was Sunday. And I was like, yo, you got a dope look. I was like, I do films and this and this and this. And then I start off, I tell people, you ain't gotta believe me. Here's my name, Google me, and yo, here's my number. And if you know I'm not capping, hit me back. And I just keep it moving like that.
Yo,
Yeah.
The matter of fact, the whole time we was eating dinner, and having fun because it was my godson's birthday too.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a conversation. His table over here, ours right here. We throwing back and forth. Oh yeah, by the way, I do this, I do that.
Right.
So, but the energy is what I picked up on.
Okay.
I felt this vibe, and I was like, yo, all right, this day was supposed to happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, first, how many movies have you actually done?
Baby Momma will be my third, and I have 8 scripts ready to be filmed. So
Okay.
I have a film called Mother of a Day. It's a comedy that we filmed in 757. I have And You Call Yourself a Christian, and that movie, I love Baby Momma, but I think I love And You Call Yourself a Christian because that movie, a matter of fact,
I'm in that one.
Lou's
Okay.
wife, Reverend Chambers, is in that movie, and then Monique is in And You Call Yourself a Christian.
Okay.
And that movie, what I love about that movie, and I tell people the ending, but it's something they should go. If anybody like a faith-based movie, go see
I
that.
I do.
At the end of the movie, and this has never been done from Tyler Perry, Bishop Jakes, Devon Franklin. At the end of the movie, we do an actual call to discipleship. At the end of the movie, it's never been done.
Oh, so
never been
So
done.
so you trying to get him in, you pastor. I got you.
Yeah, but it's never been done. And
Right.
Pastor Marquise, that he's in the movie at the end. And I remember when I asked him, I was like, we was filming at the firehouse station, and I was like, yo, I got a crazy idea.
Mhm.
And with me, I always have crazy ideas. But I love the people that I work with because they believe in my ideas. Some
Right.
people that's when you're around the right team, you know how you were with people, they be like, this dude crazy.
Yeah, he crazy. Yeah.
But I was like, yo, I got a crazy idea. Let's do a call to discipleship. And everybody's like, it's never been done. And I was like, exactly. I said, but why are we doing Christian films if we're not trying to lead people to the Lord?
That absolutely.
I said, so what are we doing? So I was like, if I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna do a Christian-based film or any type of movie, it's gonna be something in the movie that'll help somebody. Just like with Baby Momma, Monique is on drugs. We want to help somebody at the end of the movie if they dealing with substance abuse or whatever. I believe it's our job to help.
And you know what? That's absolutely true, because that's just like, when people be having these conferences and stuff, like you charge all this money and get people hyped up, but they leave with the same thing they came with.
Leave
nothing.
empty. Leave
Yeah.
empty.
So, and yeah, you're about pouring into people. So that's a good look. And you know what though, to piggyback off of what Luce said, like you do have a kind of laid back aura about you. Like you I don't see why people would say that you look crazy or whatever, strange, but you your persona, it's just you just laid back to me.
Right.
Yeah. So now Mr. Champion. I'm gonna call you Mr. Champion. Now, is this your first movie?
Yes, actually, it is.
So how did you I want to know, how did you find this baby?
So my stylist of the show, Jatoria, works with his mother. And
Okay.
She sent me a picture. And she sent I directed Ebony and Michelle. We was all on the group chat.
Mhm.
So she was like, I got this young man. Here's his picture. So as soon as the picture came through, we all the three of us on the phone, like, yo,
That's
got
him.
to have him. I said, yo, we was like, he looked like Luce. So we
Yeah.
called Lou. I was like, yo, you got a son. Like, yo, you that baby daddy right
Yeah.
there.
So he has someone explaining to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy. And then so then when they did the audition on Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
we was like, drop the mic. He has the role.
Yeah.
It was like he has to play young Rasheed.
Wow.
And then he's so opposite, like he's so opposite. Like when you see, so then when the camera turned on and he's hemming up Aunt Mona and, you know, forcing Aunt Mona to take heroin and all that, like,
Oh my God.
like he wilding. He need the Lord. He need the Lord.
ASAP. Yeah. He need to lay him on the altar ASAP.
Yeah.
So now, Mr. Champion, like, this is your first role, right? Like, and you said it's totally opposite from what you are in your regular life. How hard was it, if it was, for you to portray this young man?
It was uncomfortable because I had to act like full on, like hard, thuggish, hood, like tough. And,
Right.
like, I'm not like a softie. Well, okay, I am not like a big softie, but like I'm not like Rasheed. Like,
Yeah.
he's just a whole different type of breed, and it was just like hard because I like felt bad doing some of the scenes because like I was like,
Oh my God.
like there's this one scene where like I don't know if I'm allowed to say this though. It's this one scene where I'm in the kitchen and apparently I smack one of my co-stars behind.
So you in that beat? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Like I don't like no, not a beat down, not a beat down.
A
It was
good old smack.
like a good smack on
Okay.
the butt.
Oh, on the butt. Okay,
Yeah.
that's affection.
And the first take that we did, it was loud.
It scared you?
It scared me. I was like, it was loud, and everyone was like looking at each other,
Ain't no way.
and they were not expecting for me to do that. And I was
Right.
like, I had to ask her, like, are you okay? Like,
I love that.
Right. So you wouldn't mess around. You didn't want to get a charge.
I like
You wanted to make sure. Yeah. The perfect gentleman.
I was ready to apologize to his mother. Like
What?
every time we were on set together, because I'm like, oh my gosh, we are corrupting you.
Oh my
He was
God.
such a sweet gentleman
yeah.
throughout all of the filming. You could clearly tell that he is just a phenomenal person as a person.
Okay, now stay right there. Being that you know that, right? You know what the role entails, right? And
Sure.
you picked up on his personality. When you saw him, how did it make you feel? I know you say you apologized to the mother, but could you see that transformation like right before your eyes?
With him?
Like, yeah, he
Absolutely.
embodied it.
Absolutely. He
Okay.
nailed it. You
Yeah.
know, and it's a process for all of us because we are not the characters.
Right.
But you know, I will be known forever. He will be Rasheed
Yeah.
for the rest of his life.
Absolutely. That's
now,
right.
You know, once the movie comes out, that's a done deal. He's Rasheed, you know, for sure. But you know, it is a process, and you could see all of us embodying the character as the film was developing, as the filming was developing. You started seeing the characters really start to kind of come together in all of us.
Okay, gotcha. Now, Luce, is this your first role?
Technically, no.
Okay.
Okay. So first movie you'll probably seen me in.
Okay.
I actually did act in And You Call Yourself a Christian. Of course, during
You cut
editing.
He got what?
We got cut.
But
Ain't nowhere in the world you got cut.
But not my first time acting. Of course,
Okay.
so I've done a lot of theater too. I understand, changes, what's good for the story.
Right.
So I, when he called me, I was like, oh, it's cool. It's whatever.
Right.
But right after that, here comes this role, But my purpose, in anything I'm in, there's always a story that has to be told. And so I
That's
love
right.
that aspect of theater, of film, even of music. I'm a musician as well.
Okay.
So the story that has to be told, if I could be a part of that process in any little way, cool,
Right.
And as you mentioned before, my wife actually is in the film too.
Okay.
And You Call Yourself a Christian. So, the house is represented
Oh,
either way.
Either way. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, the house
As
is
long
rep-
as
yeah.
look, as long as somebody representing for us, we good.
For sure. So yeah, but definitely, first film that you would ever see me in. This is gonna be the first film. And then actually this film launched a whole lot of other stuff in a short period of time for me.
That's,
Me
and
as
it
well.
hasn't even
Film-wise.
came out yet like that.
Right.
So
right.
that it was definitely meant for you guys to be where you are.
Definitely
Yeah.
meant.
Definitely.
He's in Kiki Swenson's movie that's coming out called Candy Shop, and
Okay.
a new series called Virginia.
Yeah. Wow, a whole lot has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of that led from just the connection of people. And I want to say the best thing I think is the networking, the connection, and the story's good. The movie's good. I like what we do. But the best part of what I pull from everything that we've been doing is just all of our connections, all of the networking, and
Right.
and the growth together. We get to do this together. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm enjoying the conversation, but we gotta go to the commercial right quick because just like y'all, we have to work too.
Somebody got to pay the bills.
Yes.
Hey,
Somebody
pay
gotta
them
pay the bills. Okay, and just like that, y'all, we're back. First, I have a question for you. One of the viewers,
Yes.
well, I'm not even gonna say viewer because it's my co-host. She's saying, okay, you writing all these movies, so make sure you write Wait Again a Minute in. If not, you gotta do something.
So let me tell you about me and anybody that knows me. Like my heart, like I don't do this for the money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that I do, it don't really be for the paper. Like I didn't help people write books, and I didn't gave them royalties. I didn't help people do songs, and you know what I'm saying. So, so I do this for just helping. You know what I'm saying? Like, and whatever's extra, you know what I'm saying, it's all good. But like you said, look at the opportunities that came from this. Monique, the opportunities. Charlie, he just did a Buffalo Wild Wing national commercial.
Wow,
stuff like that.
congratulations.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Congratulations.
and I'm always in constant contact with his mother. Like he was supposed to do a project called Swagger that's on Apple TV by my man Matthew Cherry, good friend of mine.
Okay.
Matthew is executive producer, and also the director of forget names right now. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the new spinoff.
Okay.
And they called him back, and he had the role, but he was out of town. But another one of my actors got the role for something, Brand Lee. So when I'm just seeing him post stuff and I'm getting this, and it's like almost a father looking at him like, yo, those are kids, those are grandkids developing, and I'm good with that's what I love.
Right. Yeah.
Because, and especially in our community, everybody they get somewhere. Nobody don't want to help nobody.
That's it.
So what's your legacy if you like? And that's what I feel. I said this on set so many times, and they know what I'm about to say. I said this is what I want my life to be, and I said I'm not trying to put myself in a grave or nothing like that. I said, but when the Lord takes me, I want that line to be out the door for people wanting to get up and speak, and be like that dude first right there. Whatever you call me. Some people know me as First. Some people call me Bishop. I got like 20 different nicknames. But I want them to say like that dude right there was a good guy.
Yeah.
And I'm good in that. And you know what I'm saying? That's so when my kids are sitting in front of the pew, that's gonna help inspire them. Like, yo, I want to be like Pops. Like, look at all these people, Pops done help me. You know what I'm saying? Pops done help. And I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. What you about to say?
I was going to say, I'm piggybacking a little bit off of that because he's right. Whenever there are opportunities that are opening, we have become a family. I have 2 commercials that are airing right now, and one of the young ladies that played one of the very young roles in the movie is in the commercial with me as well because an opportunity became available. So I was able to reach out and say, hey, you need to submit for this too.
Right, yeah.
It's more than just the movies that we're working on. So, and then I got a phone call, from Ebony, who is our director, for a different project. So we all are kind of keeping our eyes open, because now this is family, at this point. And I feel like, we have so much talent that has been brought together. How can you not open up every possible door there is for all of these young people that are in these projects with us? I'm hoping doors will continue to open for me, just so I can continue to open them up for the next generation that's coming behind me, even while mine are open.
Yeah, that's
and I think we're all doing it as much as we can.
Now, did any of you guys have any formal training or anything? Because I know y'all was in the right place at the right time, but it seems like you had to have had, that want, or some training or something prior to getting in.
Where I mentioned a little earlier, I'm coming from theater.
Okay.
And even before theater, I'm a musician. There's a lot of people who I've come across. Shout out my man Dana Hubbard. He's the guy that pretty much gave me a good chance to do a lot of theater here in Hampton Roads. And I used to play in the pit for a lot of his plays and wind up on the stage and starring in quite a few of his plays. So being in theater, you got to be on 100% of the time. There's no commercial, there's no cut, there's no break. And I think that's what's helped me to translate to, how to move and how to be on film. Of course, there's different dynamics, but being in character, I appreciated that stronger from theater, because you had to stay in character.
Okay. Now, Mr. Champion, what do you hope to happen from here on out? Since you're in the movie, it's kind of like a trickle down effect now. Everything is rolling. But what is your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is just to keep moving forward after this, especially because I know how the industry is, and it's just very tough sometimes, and you get discouraged with callbacks, and then also it's just you get one good role, and then you may not get a good one ever again. But it's just persistence and consistency is very important. And I am so blessed to be part of this role. I mean, part of this cast, and also part to get this role. I really at first I was so nervous with this whole process, because like I said, this is my first movie, and it's just I became so instantly connected with the whole cast. It was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. And I hope that someday I also get that in the future with future casts. Okay.
Now I understand you being you're a baby and all. And you like you said, you are aware that the industry is look cutthroat. So would you be interested in playing another tough guy role?
Yes, I would be interested in playing that. I just it's just gonna take some work.
There's nothing wrong with a little work.
I mean, it was just really interesting, and it's also a good learning skill that I learned oh wow, I could play this role. This is crazy. This is not me. Because I always had to remind, my mom was so worried. She was I told her I learned how to roll on set. That was
roll what? You break it down for us. Roll what? I saw your fingers move.
Aunt Mona's gonna blush now and turn her head away.
Let's just say I learned how to roll a blunt. Aunt Mona was the one.
She was a bad influence.
There was a whole we all had to stop for a whole second and just all right, so someone teach him how to roll. It was.
I got you. That's my nephew. I wasn't gonna let him look bad.
That's right.
See, and what's so great about this, this film is just like Aunt Mona's Role. It takes you through people of addiction. Yeah. They may sell their child. They may, what I'm saying? So you see that, we show that. We show her in the trap. We the gritty of it that people don't want to talk about, where it's a scene in there where it gets emotional, where you see the kids and see what's so dope about this, even though it's an independent movie, we have different levels. So it's a lot of films that people do, they just have the adults.
Okay.
But we got like 10 kids that they play the younger versions of everybody. So you see what's going to happen and what's not going to happen.
Okay,
So,
let me ask you this before you go on. When you say independent, what do you mean independent? What does that mean?
Independent means where it wasn't a studio that gave us money to produce the film.
Okay.
So independent is where you come out your pocket and you got to take care of everything. You got to, the tutors on set, because when you have kids, you got to have tutors on set just in case, even though it was the summertime, just in case.
Okay.
So it's like it's different stuff that you got to make sure you abide by.
So it's a lot that people don't know.
It's a lot that's why a lot of people can't do a full length film.
Absolutely.
Because it takes a lot.
Mm. Okay, Luce, how long did it take for you guys to do this movie?
Long time. I think we were pushing a year, or maybe close to a year. And a lot of that deals with scheduling.
Okay.
Weather. We're shooting in the middle of a pandemic too.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to make sure everybody's healthy, and I'm grateful for that, because I think we had, I think I felt safer on set than most places that I go on a day to day. Yeah, everybody was good, So, but the time frame, which most importantly for us is that much time together, we wound up gelling, becoming family, like she said. Yeah. So the time was definitely a good thing,
right?
And I didn't feel rushed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
true.
Mona, being that you guys are no longer family now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys stay in contact now?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. We have to. There's social media is such a wonderful platform sometimes because it allows, some of us had to go away, leave, had to go back home. Some folks going off to college, people's lives are going on, but we still know what everybody else is up to. And you got to remember, a lot of us are homegrown anyway. So we're here. This is a 757 movie with 757 actors, right. All of this. This is truly homegrown, the whole project and everybody in it.
Great. First, let me ask you this.
Yes.
I noticed that you kept saying about 757 Hampton Roads, Virginia, right?
Yes.
Why is it imperative that you continue to do movies here? Because you have an accent. You sound you from upstate,
New York,
right?
Yeah, I'm upstate. Yeah, I'm from up top. Because I can see. Okay, so me and Drew, we started.
Who was Drew?
Drew Sidor from Atlanta Housewives.
Okay.
We started an entertainment company, and the best part about it is I have the opportunity to film where I want to film at. I can film in Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie. We can probably film the next movie or so in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I've been asked a lot of times. But why do that? A lot of people do it. They're just up and move like, okay, I'm gonna start all over in Atlanta or LA or whatever, and they forget about this homegrown talent here.
Right.
So why not just develop the talent here? And my thing is, as long as you're putting out good quality stuff, that's what people don't understand. People always knock Virginia. Mm-hmm. Like, I got to go to, let's say you're a rapper, I got to go to Atlanta. If you can build, like, especially now with the internet, you can build your base wherever you at.
Yeah.
And as long as you plant them seeds on good soil, it's gonna grow.
Yeah.
Like, and you call yourself a Christian. Like some of the actors, they're on the street and people are like, oh my God, you're such and such, you're like, that's been happening to them.
Yeah.
That's been kind of cool.
I was going to ask you, so how does that make you feel, Monique? And then also Mr. Champion, like, how does that make you feel, like, when you're out and people actually recognize you? Because y'all movies really not even out yet.
It's all the programming and all the getting ready for the release and things like that. There's a lot that's on our pages, and people are recognizing us from the movies, but they're also recognizing us from the spinoff projects. Like, aren't you in that commercial, or you know, aren't you that guy that did that? You know, we're catching more and more of it, so it's only going to grow. But it's an amazing feeling. I have a wonderful village around me, you know, at home. So that's a wonderful support system. But when the people who've never met you before come up and say, I know you, you know, or the best thing a woman could ever hear, you're prettier in person, you know. And then I'm like, what you see me, you know? And they, you know, they mention a project, and it's like, wow, thank you. I am so humbled every single time.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. College student? Because you didn't say you were in college. I'm
actually going to VCU. Actually, I'm transferring from CNU, so that's exciting. Me getting recognized.
He is so shy. Like, I just want to hold him like he's like a little baby.
I'm so proud of
him. Me getting recognized, I don't believe it's real. Because I like, especially with me doing the Buffalo Wild Wings promos. A lot of people. This is a good one. One time, I was like just like hanging with my friend Lexi, and apparently she has a little brother, and her little brother.
Apparently, she has a little brother.
That's how they talk.
So she has a little brother, and basically, one of my Buffalo Wild Wings promos was on TikTok, and I did not know that.
Okay.
So then he was like telling me, he was like, "Hey, aren't you on Buffalo Wild Wings?" I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, how do you know this? How do you have a phone?" and then he was like, "Isn't this you?" And then he pulled out the phone and he gave it to me, and I was like, "Lexi, this is me. This is what?" And so I was just like shocked, because it's just like, it's amazing that like I get to like just see myself like presented on like platforms, and it's just like I just really can't wait for this movie to come out, and like I just really can't wait for people to see like all of the hard work that we all did together, and I'm just excited for it.
I'm sure. Yeah. You know what? He is likable. Like, he kind of like drags you in a little bit.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. From day one.
His teeth are pretty. Like, he has that smile and everything. Yeah.
Beautiful smile.
My only regret was because he and I are the same person, just young and older. I ain't never get a chance to act with him.
Oh, okay.
But I know he's dope, you know, at least, you know, when he first came on set, and when I got a chance to meet him, talk to him, and immediately, you know, I sensed his spirit, his energy. And day one, I knew he was dope. Day one.
Wow.
Look at him blushing.
Agreed.
Look at him. He turned chocolate in here.
And look, and he has to realize, like, he's just starting.
Yeah.
He's young, so he's fresh.
How cool is that, though?
Yeah,
right?
so he has a ways to go, and I know his future's going to be bright. Like, just like his smile, I know it is.
Absolutely.
First, let me ask you.
Yes.
What do you want people to take away from Baby Momma?
Man. That's a good question, man.
We all just heard and looked at you.
I'm waiting myself. I
take your time.
Yeah, I got to take my time on that. I would say this: Baby Momma, even before the movie, the book sold 800,000 copies. So the base is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Baby Momma, the book went to Baby Momma number 7. Wow. So a lot of people are waiting for the movie, you know, and that's why I was telling them, like, when we was having rehearsals, I kept telling them, I said, a lot of people are going to start calling your characters names. I said, because they're going to know you as Rasheed, they're going to know you as Honey, they're going to know you. I said, because we have a loyal base of people, you know, that bought this book, you know, like, so I just want to what I want people to just get from it is like, yo, like, you can do anything with a dream, you know, and just run with it. And that's what I want people to get from it. Like, yo, whatever you start, just see it through.
Yeah.
You know, and just have patience, you know, even when people don't believe you. You know, I'm a guy that was working at McDonald's, flipping the burger, and then trying to just, and I'm, it's hard when you the only one that's believing in your dreams, and
Yeah, it is.
People talking about you, but they won't say it in your face and all that.
Mhm.
So that's what I want people to take from them. They see Baby Mama, just know you can do anything.
Yeah.
And just keep it going. I don't care. People don't understand. Like, let's say I use Ray Kroc or Colonel Sanders. Like, they didn't hit their peak until they were 67. Like, Colonel Sanders started KFC at 67 years old or something like that.
Mhm.
Same with Ray Kroc. Same with a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So even with Drew, like, she's just now hitting her peak.
Right. Yeah.
On the Housewives.
But she was being consistent.
Yeah, she was.
Right?
But that's what you got to just do. Like, you may not get all the big roles, or even a young man I used to manage. Anybody ever look like see the Country Wayne skits? My man Mike Bless. I used to manage Mike. Like, he's just now getting his just due with Country Wayne, and now he's about to be in a movie with he's about to be a superhero.
Oh wow. Okay, I know you keep saying Drew Sidori. We know her from, like you just said, Atlanta Housewives. How did you guys partner up in the production company?
A couple years back, I kept telling Drew, like, yo, like, let's stop waiting for Hollywood. Like, because you go on these casting calls, and we done been on casting calls where we see Lala. This is before Lala did Power, but you'll see everybody in the same room. Tiana Taylor, all these actors, you like, oh my God, that's Tiana Taylor, that's such and such, that's such and such. But they only got the role for one person. But everybody in LA is going to going to the casting calls, and you figure you're trying to compete with a 1,000 female actresses that people know in different roles. Like, it's a beast. So I said, yo, let's just start creating our own. And I was like, yo, I said, Drew, we can turn these books into movies.
Right.
I said, matter of fact, I said, I'm gonna show you. I said, just as long as you support me, and that's what I did. I was like, I showed her, like, yo, I'm gonna do these scripts. Why you filming on the Housewives? I get it, because we just come together at the end of the project or whatever. You just, you know what I'm saying? And she did it, like, for And You Call Yourself a Christian. Every time she did interviews, she'd talk about it, or when she was on Candy's podcast and stuff like that. And she's gonna do the same for Baby Mama. But like I told her, I said the dope part about it is the books already have a base, so you could talk about it, or if you don't, but people they're gonna support the movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was good that you actually were able to think forward, because a lot of us sit and we waiting on, like you say, mainstream.
Yeah.
But it takes me back to when people talk about a lot of times about being a part of the table.
Yeah.
You guys got you built your own table.
Yeah.
So that way you can kind of call it and do it how you want.
Yeah.
Which it actually encourages others. It should.
Yeah.
Once they know your story. See, people if they don't know your story, then they don't know. But they know your story, then it will definitely help other people. So that was mad cool. So one of the questions was, so what's your relationship with Drew?
What do you mean? What's my relationship?
Sorry, say what's your relationship? I guess like we know you're not her husband.
No, I'm not the husband. I'm Drew's business partner. But at the end of the day, if somebody was in inbox Drew right now and I'd be like, yo, what is first? She'd be like, yo, first is my brother. At the end of the day, I love first. Yeah. We was on the phone late last night all the way to 3:00, and Drew like, and I try to shut it down early. Like, I try to go to bed like 9:00 because just because so much be going on.
Right.
But she was going through some things. So I'm on the phone with her, just, helping her. So like that's my sister. Mama J, her mother, Dr. Jordan, her father, so me and Drew, I done put Drew to bed. Like, let's say she got too drunk, I'm putting her in the bed, taking off shoes, socks, you know what I'm saying? And she waking up, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my, like, how'd I get in the bed? Right. But that's me and Drew's relationship. Like, yo, like, she'll tell you quick, like, I love first, but I like to play the back with her. Okay. And like, I think even with this season, they had me on a couple episodes.
Yeah, I
and-
saw you. Yeah,
yeah,
I gotta let you
yeah.
know I saw you.
But I like to play the
exercise
best. But she
one.
be making me she be like, no. I'm like, yo, let me chill. Let me go cook dinner for the kids, and you know what I'm saying, and do laundry or what, because like
Right.
even with her, like when we was down there filming, like Drew tell you, like first is like the house mother.
Okay.
Like I'm the house mother, the cook. When we go out, I first is the bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? All that. So so yeah, that's little sis.
So you're her business manager you're her manager.
Man, it's
I want to clear that up.
yeah.
Because they said they asked in relationship, so I just really caught on.
Yeah.
So.
But like that's why I wanted to break it down. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and I say that because I'd rather have the friendship. Like business is cool,
Mm-hmm.
but me and Drew, like it's been like 18 years.
Okay.
And it's funny. I had people inbox Drew that I know and be like, yo, I want to book you, and I'm responding back to the emails and stuff like that.
Okay,
and I'm like, yo, why you ain't just call me?
They actually get rerouted.
Yeah. Because but what it is, and I get it, they don't want to accept your position.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool with me because I don't need to talk about, like people say, I don't need to say Drew or Letitia or you know what I'm saying, or Terrell and people every day out 5 seconds on my mouth, because they you know what I'm saying, they know what I am and I know what I am. Like it's
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just funny, like I had a lot of people do that. And I call them like, yo, why you? Oh no, I just wanted to book her for a gig. Yo, you my homie. You the, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
the sister, you the bro. Like you could have just called me.
Same
Like
thing,
I would have
yeah.
gave you an ill discount. Like you ain't have to, because you inboxing her on IG or something like that.
Right.
Like that comes to me.
Right. So did you see mine when I inboxed her? When
Huh?
I DM her a while back?
Yeah.
I'm not like, where you sitting there and saw that and you sitting here a whole hour some change and ain't saying about that.
It all come, but
I got
you know what I'm
was
saying.
messing
But
with
it's
you.
cool. But you know what I'm saying. But it's like, but see, we don't have relationships, so I ain't gonna call you out.
Right.
You know what I'm
Gotcha,
saying?
gotcha.
I'm not gonna, but I call the people out that know me
Yeah.
and be like, you know.
Now, being that you have like you're a producer, you're an author, you do a lot of stuff. Which title is number one for you? I know you really don't do titles, but which one, like as far as you're concerned, your personal?
I know the answer to that.
What's the
Dad.
Huh?
Dad.
Yeah, dad. Being a dad. I just became a grandfather.
I was gonna say I heard you say dad, right? And I jumped the gun a little bit. I thought you could say I just became a father again.
Nah, I just became a grand. I just
became
became a grand.
proud dad.
Yeah, I just became
He
a
really
grandfather. But so yeah, I think just being, because I just want to be that person that inspires, especially my kids. Like if you can't, I've seen people inspire crowds and all that, but they can't even inspire their kids and people that they see every day. So I just want to be an inspiration first to my kids. Like they was on set a couple times and helping, with the first movie and the second movie, and so I try to get them involved, and I'm gonna try to get my granddaughter involved, and
family business.
Yeah.
Family hustle. I got you. One of the viewers asked, "How did you link up with Drew?"
If anybody know Blakely's in Chesapeake years ago, you know Blakely's. That's so years ago, Tim Reed's, the actor Tim Reed's, used to have the Tim Reed celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the time I was working for a young man by the name of Governor. He's a singer and he was signed to T.I. And so I went to Blakely's, and anybody knows me, I really don't go out. I don't do the clubs, you know what I'm saying? Like, so my man was like, yo, come out. All right. So I'm sitting there with the Grand Hustle jacket on and it's sparkling. So and everybody coming in, dapping me up. So she was like, I was like, how you doing? She was like, who are you? I was like, I'm nobody. She's like, no. She's like, I just seen 50 people just dap you up. And I was like, I'm nobody. So she asked me to sit down, and we just started talking, and she told me who she is and stuff like that. So I was like, that's cool. And she was like, can you sit with me? Because like guys was like kind of harassing her in the VIP section where she was at. So she was like, "What are you doing the next day?" I was like, "Nothing." She was like, "Well, yo, come out to this event with me. We're gonna do the golf event." So I went and just kicked it with her, and then she went back to LA, and I just kind of kept in touch on like some Big Brother. So one day in particular, she called me. She was stressed out. She's like, "I don't have a dress," and like and then if anybody know the LA scene, bro, trying to get a stylist doing an award show or something like that is hard. You know what I'm saying? So I asked my homegirl Shanice Gibbs. I was like, she was a designer. I said, "Yo, can you make Drew some dresses?" And I was like, "I'll pay you." So
That was good.
yeah. So I sent Drew the dresses, and she hit me back, and she was like, "Yo, what do you want for the dresses?" I was like, "I don't want nothing." I was like, "I just seen you needed a dress, and I was just trying to help," and it was just genuine help. So as time went by, I guess it hit her soul, and the time went by, and her sister Allison was managing her, and Mama J was her business manager. She was like, "Yo," she was like, "I want to be a singer." She was like, "Yo, can you manage right now? Can you manage my music career?"
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Cool." I said, "But I don't know nothing about acting." She was like, "Well, we'll show you." You know what I'm saying, that time. So I got her signed the Slip and Slide. When Ross was on the label, Plies was on the label, Trina and everybody was still on the label. So I got her signed the Slip and Slide at the time. And then the relationship just started blossoming from there,
Okay, well that's some good stuff. We got to pause for the calls for our last commercial right quick. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Gam with Way to Gam Minute Podcast. The hottest boutique in the 757 is none other than Blase Boutique, 325 High Street, Portsmouth, VA 23704. And if you can't make it in the store, of course they got a website, www.blahzayatl.com. Yeah, here we go again, www.blahzayatl.com. Hit them up today. Definitely, y'all hit Blase up and definitely let them know that Way to Gam Minute sent you and see what type of discount they give y'all. I don't know what they're giving out, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it. I have a question for you, Luce. What do you want your legacy to be?
That's a good question. Thank you for asking that.
No problem.
Because honestly, this very week I've been thinking about all of this, and I said something in the last play that I was in. We were in a play called Aida out in Williamsburg Players. And one of the things I posted about after the whole production was finished was we get to be storytellers. Anybody that's in the arts, and you mentioned this earlier, talking about doing things without being paid for. If you got a love for it, if it's in your soul to be a creator, you get to tell a story. My thing with this, ultimately, I want to always be able to tell a story. And I'm behind the camera, in front of the camera, on stage, off stage, all of it is a love for me. So if I can get to tell the story and also grow successful while doing what I love to do, and then definitely like people like my mini me,
right.
When we see them, not discount them and not, you got to wait till such, but create the opportunity for them right where they are, whether he's 15, 16, 5, always want to be reaching back. Let's pull each other up. That's, I want success for me, but success for everybody around me.
That's some good stuff. Mr. Champion, what would you tell someone who's trying to get into the entertainment field, the field that you're in?
I would say be prepared to receive a no. Like, you could be so talented. You could be a tap dancer, an actress, singer. You have so many talents, and you will receive a no. And like, don't let that discourage you. Because I mean, I had my moments where like I just really wanted to just be like, okay, this is a lot of no's, but it's just like it takes persistence and consistency to receive, all that. And it's just like, I just think that it's very important that you just don't lose sight of of what you're truly doing this for. Like, do you enjoy doing this? Do you love doing this? And I think that TikTok and Instagram, like, creating your own skits and creating your own, like videos, it's just also very important to do because you can grab someone else's attention. Like, multiple people have become famous off of doing their own content, and then boom, look where they are now. Like, they're doing like promos, they're doing movies, TV shows. So I just think that it's just like, it's good to have your own platform and create something from that, and also to just take risks, be very persistent, and just stay focused and know why you're doing this.
Right, gotcha. Miss Monique.
Yes.
Now, I don't know. Normally, we see people and they're younger, right? And they start off young. Do you think that age plays a difference? And like, you have to be a certain age to say, no, I'm not going to play that role? Go ahead.
I actually think it's not so much age, but specific to the person.
Okay.
There are some people who just can let it all hang out, for lack of a better way of putting it, and their age truly doesn't define anything, and then there's others that are just far more reserved. I am probably, if not the oldest female, one of the oldest females in this movie. And I one day came on set, and I kid you not, I was talking to the director and the writer, Nichelle, and I just looked and I was like, the whole cast is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm the ugly chick in the movie.
No way.
You gotta remember, I'm Aunt Mona.
Right,
so Aunt Mona, the movie is Baby Momma. The setting was in some sexier places.
Okay.
But Aunt Mona wasn't in those places.
Okay.
Aunt Mona was, at the crack house,
Yeah.
So my role was so much grittier than a lot of the other roles. But it was okay because in that gritty role, I discovered something about myself. I like being the ugly chick on set. Please cast me as the monster, the murderer, the crackhead.
Right.
Force me outside of my comfort zone and develop
gotcha.
the artist that I know is inside of me. That's the only way it's going to happen.
That's perfect. That was perfect.
Thank you.
That was perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Mr. First. So
Yes.
what's first of all, when does the movie come out, and where can people see the movie once it comes
Movie's
out?
probably gonna hit. We're probably gonna hit with the movie like November, December. I think I'm planning a premiere right now, which y'all all better come.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I need y'all in the building. I think Rhoda Young is gonna broadcast it too. So shout out to Rhoda. You know what I'm saying? I just got put on that, so I didn't know. Any. I don't be knowing these folks for real. Like I be in my own world.
Right.
But like probably like November, December.
Okay.
And then also right now we're planning on, Nichelle is writing Baby Momma 2.
Okay.
And Nichelle is also writing Baby Momma Christmas, a comedy that we're doing. So, but we're probably the movie's definitely gonna be out before 2023 hits. I can guarantee you that. The platforms right now, we're in talks with because politically, when we try to get it on BET and All Black, it's political. But we are in talks with them. Like we have been in talks with them, but it's just certain things that they need for the film in order to. But they do like what they see so far. We know it's probably going to be on Tubi, like all my other movies. Of course, Amazon, iTunes, Fandango, and the list goes on. But the ultimate goal is I want a network. That's the ultimate goal.
Right.
The ultimate goal is I want All Black or BET, and then we can, you know what I'm saying? And the great thing is we're in the rooms with them. You know, so we are having conversations with him. So even if Baby Momma doesn't get on BET, but Baby Momma 2 does, or Baby Momma Christmas, I know it's gonna happen because I have, like I said, I have friends that they, true to the game. That those, Manny, that's my people. So, I've seen, and that's based off a book. So I've seen where other friends of mine they take the same route. So it's cool.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna. I know. Yeah, I know. Because I got too many friends that they getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody getting it. So and the best part about being first is a lot of people like first. So
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I did ask around about you, a couple people that I know, because you're not the only one that know people.
Yeah, I
I
get
do
it.
too. No, I was joking.
No, I get it. No,
But
I get it.
I did ask a guy about you, and he said that you were like good people though.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So that was good, because we like to be in good company too, And when you hit us up, I was like, oh, okay. I was like you, how how you just played us left when I DM.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then I got to kind of digging a little bit, but I'm glad that we linked up and you guys are here and people get to see this movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I think it was more so for the cast, so people can see that they are actually real people.
Yeah.
And I like you guys' energy.
Thank you.
Especially baby, I want to call him baby boy because it's like,
love him,
Yeah.
love him, and I love what he just said. So and I gotta wind back. A couple weeks ago, what was it, like a month ago, we went out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Charlie, his mother, and his dad, and it was just they just wanted to pick my brain and what to do or whatever, and that was some of the advice that I gave him. But I can tell he's listening. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I told Charlie, and I tell everybody, like they tell you, I shoot them like casting calls or hit this person up and hit this person up, because you can't do for somebody and stop doing.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're gonna commit to it and help them. Now some people, they don't want the help, or they want it in their time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna lie, like anybody that's been in my films, they know that I would call them back for more films.
Okay.
Now you have some people, they don't respect the help,
mm-hmm.
or they like, so it's like I got people that they probably won't never ever be in the film, none of my films again. Just keeping it 100,
right?
Because you want to people will use you for what they want, but then when you got something, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a funny business too at the same time.
Oh, trust me, I believe in that, and I respect everything you just said. So that is a good thing that you are like that, and more blessings will come upon you for doing that. So, final words. I want you guys to shout out your social media handle where people can find you at, follow you, and after that, state how your time has been here on WAGM Minute Podcast. Mr. Champion, you first.
You guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My handle is almighty with 2 Ys.champ, and my time here was amazing. I was nervous at first because I never did a podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all could tell, but y'all probably could have. But I really enjoyed this, and it was so much fun.
You are awesome.
You all are awesome.
I truly love Charlie so much. He really became like my nephew. So he's awesome. As for me, I am Monique Dorsey. You can look up my Facebook page. You can search the Accidental Actress Mo, or just look for Monique Dorsey. And you can look me up on Instagram at Boss Lady Mo 676.
Okay. So how has your time been here on WAGM Minute?
It has been so much fun to see my family. First of all, like, we get together and we act up. As you can tell, it's like I'm sitting here with my brothers. Like, I love this. Being here, though, you ladies were so welcoming. You guys have made us so comfortable here. Like, it was easy to just sit and talk. So thank you so much for being just an awesome person that's easy to open up to and talk about these things. Thank you for letting us keep it unapologetic and unfiltered with you.
That's right. This chick's smart too.
Thank
she's
you.
Smart. She's smart.
Word. Yeah, you can find me pretty much on all the platforms under Lou_Che, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, even Twitter. Yeah, wow.
Twitter too.
I get my tweet game back up. definitely look out for me. A lot of projects coming up for me, like all of the second half of the year. So I'm grateful. Thank God for everything that's been happening to me. This Sunday, web series dropping in Virginia. Our final series is dropping, and
I saw that. I saw a little bit about that. Yeah.
So do check it out. Even if you can't make the premiere, it still will be on the web. And definitely, I had a damn good time.
Agreed. Wait a damn minute.
Mr.
Damn
First, Mr. First
Wait a
himself.
damn minute.
So let everybody know where they can follow you at and find you. And
Man, you know, I'm an old man, so I'm still trying to get used to the high G thing. I'm trying to get my followers up, as they say. You know what I'm saying? But now on Facebook is Tonia Maurice, Tonia Maurice. You'll probably see a picture of the Bell Collective's new show we got on our own network. You know what I'm saying? So that's doing very well. And then anybody that probably if you want to be an actor in one of my movies, just hit me up. I'm gonna do something that you'll rarely find because everybody try to be so secretive. But hit me up 757-202-6694. Just shoot me a text. And the reason why I did that because it's really about giving opportunities. And some people sit in front, but y'all know I don't front. You know what I'm saying? And just we got a couple projects coming out that we're gonna be shooting in the new year. And or if you just really want some advice, you know what I'm saying? I chat on the phone with you for 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? After that, you might have to bless me with a cash app. But real talk, I will, give you some advice or whatever for 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up, no crazies, but you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And what I got from this show, I love this show. Real talk, I'm a big fan. And whatever I can do, I don't know too much about podcasting, but after next week, I think I'm going to just start, just doing a little digging and any way I can help, I'm going to help and I'm going to need all three of y'all in the next movie, whether it's Baby Mama Christmas or Baby Mama 2, you know what I'm saying? Nichelle, I know you watching, so put it in the script.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, but that's how we do. We gotta help each other.
That's right.
And help elevate each other. So y'all definitely got a big brother now for life. And like I said, whatever I can do, we gonna wait again a minute.
We definitely appreciate that. We definitely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Started something. You see that, right? Y'all started something.
Yeah. Absolutely. But
she damn didn't.
You see?
Damn it, let her speak.
But I have thoroughly enjoyed you guys. Like I'm really ready to actually see the movie now.
That's what's up.
And that's I think that's the purpose of this episode is to put out, the information on the movie, the content, and get people ready and right for the movie. Any final words, Mr.
Your mama watching. Tell her I want her at the premiere too.
This dude crazy.
Well, I just do want to say one thing.
Okay.
Watch the reunion, Housewives reunion.
Housewives of who? DC?
Nah, of Atlanta. Come on now.
Okay,
the real Housewives of Atlanta. And also Latice Pearson. We're going to be doing a lot of female brunches. So please support her and watch the show every Friday night at 9 p.m. on Eastern Time on OWN. I got to plug that because she'd kill me. I know she's watching.
Right. I actually saw that episode. We're going to do that on the after show. That episode last week. Well, I seen all of them, but last week was a little different. Yeah. I was like, okay, gotcha.
Can I also?
I got the tea.
Real quick.
Well, we definitely need that tea.
I just wanted to make sure that I also said this. I'm sorry to interrupt you first. For the folks out there to not forget that there is also babymamafilm.com where they can go and look up information or look up the Instagram for the film, which is going to be Baby Mama Film on IG. So you can get some more information about the project itself there.
Okay.
Please enjoy. Also go to Amazon and look for the Baby Mama books find out. That way you can know
What's
what's
going
coming
on.
through
Yeah,
the pipeline.
yeah.
Please look up Nichelle Genovese. She is a quiet genius,
Shout out.
excellent
Facts.
writer. By all means, go check out those books and see what we got coming down through the pipeline in the next couple of years, as well as keeping an eye out for Ebony Pope, who is our
Ebony.
director, who
Ebony.
also has worked with a lot of different projects and
Darnell.
has been phenomenal the
Donna.
entire time. Darnell Evans,
Donna.
who was
Bree.
in charge of filming.
Yeah.
He did everything and
Okay.
made us all look absolutely wonderful while we were on film. Am I forgetting anybody?
Donna, set designer.
Donna,
Bree.
yes, our set designer. She created the room, the hell that my nephew was holding me in. And she took
Yeah,
care
I
of making
cannot-
sure our props was on point
Right.
with the needles and the bud.
Everything.
And
Only white lady on set.
Oh wow.
And
I think she's the secretary at
ever.
the Baptist church, right? She's the secretary, yeah.
She likes it.
But she
Oh,
knew how
wow.
to show, little Rasheed.
Love
how
her,
to
yeah.
roll up. So
Yeah.
we had an
She making
amazing-
fake cocaine. We was like, what?
She was
What you
good at
doing?
it.
Like, hold on
Please
now.
check
No,
this
yeah.
out. Baby Mama, the film is going to be amazing. We
Yeah.
had an awesome cast and crew, and there's really nothing else that you can say about it except just watch
Just
and
watch
see.
it. Just
Watch and see.
just wait a damn minute and
Wait
a damn minute.
So
We'll hear that on the next podcast.
my last question was Housewives reunion show. When is it? That's already taking place or no? Quietly.
We're filming that right now.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So we'll talk about that later. Okay.
Yes, we're doing that right now. That damn charade. I'm sorry, did I cuss? I'm sorry.
That gam shit.
That damn
That gam charade.
You gotta do like Pop Witherspoon.
That damn charade.
But yeah, we are definitely we are excited for you guys.
Right.
And one of the viewers said they can't wait for the premiere. Neither can't wait again a minute. We are excited. And again, we thank you guys for stopping by.
Thank you.
So with that being said, we're gonna end it with a good night.
Good night.
night.
Nice.
Night. When I know
Thank
it,
you.